This meeting is being recorded.
Wait a minute. So my class will not be very difficult one. Yes. But I hope you understand. You will be interested to know about Buddhism. Yeah. So in this class, I will mainly focus on what Buddhism is. Yeah. Not about the Burmese, not about the other religion as well. I will mainly focus on the Buddhist teachings. Yeah. So I will show my PowerPoint. So Burmese Buddhism. So my presentation, PowerPoint presentation, not yet finished. I'm preparing, still preparing. So after that, if you are interested, I will give you, okay?
Yeah, that would be nice.
So before we go to the what Buddhism is, I want to know a little bit about religions in Myanmar. This is just an overview. I took it from the Wikipedia. Yeah. So religions in Myanmar. So in Myanmar, these religions, you can see first Buddhism, Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, and other tribal religions and other religions. So here Buddhism, so the latest one, 87% of the Burmese people believes in Buddhism. But I should not use the belief in Buddhism. In this age, yeah, people on their identity card. So this is according to the identity card. Some people maybe on the identity card is written as a Buddhist, but some people may not believe, yeah? So maybe the traditional Buddhist believer or something like that. I think in other country as well. You know, when I met a lot of Europe, especially youth people, and they are included in the Christian community, but actually these youths, they don't believe in God or creation, something like that. So here, this percentage as well, maybe like that, yeah? So, but according to the ID card, yeah, so 87.9% of the population believes in Buddhism, and Christianity is 6.2%, and Islam is 4.3%, and Hinduism 0.5%. And here, tribal religions, other religions, I think this is, we call the net believer. Net, what is a net? Net is in a God, yeah? Not with the capital letter God, yeah? So God religion, we can say. Net is in Burmese, yeah? And other religions, I think Taoism or Confucianism or something like that, yeah? So now our point is 80.9% of population believe in Buddhism. So, okay, I will not go detail about the history of these all religion. So another one we should, before we start, we talk about the Burmese Buddhism, you should know the ethnic groups in Myanmar. I think last week I talked about a little bit. So altogether in Myanmar, 135 official ethnic group in Myanmar. So this is one reason why the Myanmar, Burma is so complicated and politically, especially in politics. So 135 official ethnic group, but out of this 135, the majority is Burma ethnic group. So Burma ethnic group is 68%. So this is a major ethnic group. And Shan follows 9%, and Karen 7%, and Rakhine 1.7%, and Chinese, and Mon, Kachin, Burmese Indian, and Kaya. There's other groups including Wa, Naga, Lahu, Lisu, and Palau, actually, etc. Yeah, etc. So this one also I took it from the Wikipedia, but I cannot say how much close to the reality. Just an overview. I think we can get the overview. Yeah. So like in Myanmar, it's very difficult to get the real estimation or real calculation of such these. Yeah. So so now you know how many ethnic groups, 135. This is it's a major, yeah. Actually, the Chinese is not included in the original ethnic groups in Myanmar. So Chinese, you know, they came from China, yeah. And the Burmese Indian as well, not original, but very long time ago, 1,000 years ago, these people will be reside in Myanmar, yeah, Chinese, Indians, but especially after the colonial age, a lot of Indian people migrate to Myanmar, yeah. So these ethnic groups are original in Myanmar, yeah, Mon, Kachin, and Kaya. So I want to show the Myanmar maps, yeah, Myanmar map. Can you see clearly? Maybe in the computer it will be more clear, yeah. Can you see that? Can you read all these? No. Okay, I will make a little bit. So, but this is not a very important, just overview to understand about the Myanmar, Burma, yeah? So this is Burmese, yeah? Burmese map, yeah? This map, yeah? Yeah. So the neighboring country, you see, is Bangladesh, the West, and Indian, the West, and China is in East, yeah? Here is Laos, but the Vietnam is not very, not bordering country, but very close. And Thailand. So all these areas are Thailand. So here, I think it might be a little bit difficult to see, but it's not very important. Just I want to let you know the overview. So here, in the middle of the country is a Burma ethnic group living, yeah, in the mainland area. And here is a Shan state. This Shan is the second major ethnic group. It's a Shan state, also very big state. And here, I think you may know the very popular in Myanmar in the war. It's a Rakhine, yeah. It's a Rakhine, this ethnic group, Rakhine ethnic group. So a lot of problem. So Rohingya case was there, yeah. It's a Rakhine ethnic group. And here is a Chin state. It's a Chin state. And the Upper Myanmar is a Kachin state. You know, the upper area of the Myanmar, it's a Kachin state is like Europe. You know, you can see the snow there or that, something like that. But here, the lower Myanmar is a totally different. Totally different. Here is like Europe. Like Europe, a lot of snows there. Yeah. So this is just an overview of the Myanmar map. And here I want to know the religious, the religions this ethnic group believes. The mainland area of Myanmar, until this area, most of the people believes in Buddhism. Yeah, Buddhist people live the most, but majority, I mean, not all people, yeah? And here Shan people as well, most of the Shan people as well, Buddhists here, Mon state, small, but, and Rakhine as well. Rakhine as well is a majority people believes in Buddhism. But here, Kachin state, in Kachin state, it's a Christianity, majority of the Kachin people believes in Christianity. And a Chin state as well. It's a Chin state and Kachin state, the majority of the people believes in Christianity. So other Islam and Hinduism, we cannot say which area majority of the believers live, where they live. We cannot say. So you can find everywhere, but mostly in Burma, there's a mainland area, Shan and Rakhine and other area of Myanmar, which is Islam and Hinduism, and as well God believer, yeah, but the traditional God, not like a Christian God or Islam God or something like that. No, it's a traditional, you know. And if we talk about the brief history of a religion in Myanmar, it's a lot of around 2000 years ago in Bagan area, but the Buddhism was early began. Yeah, I think when you search in the internet about the Bagan, there's most of the Western people and tourists, they like that place in the mainland area. So the Bagan era is around 2000 years ago. But before that, the Buddhism has already, but we cannot trace a very big and very clear, yeah? But no, I cannot say like that. It's a clear history we can get, but not very well developed. But the Bagan area is very well known, and until now we can see how Buddhism influenced to the Burmese people. And Islam also very long time ago. Together with the Bagan era, we can find some Muslim people are walking in the kingdom or something like that. And Christianity is mainly developed under the British colony. Yeah, British colony. So at the time of the colonial era, so Buddhist people living here, but most of these areas are mostly covered by mountain. It's very difficult to reach there. But Christian missionary groups, they go up to the mountain. Yeah, they was very brave to go there. At the time, the people, majority people who are living here was not believer, traditional religion, yeah, traditional religion. And then sometimes we can read some historical history information about colonial time. The Buddhist missionary are not allowed to go to this state. So at the time of the British colony. So that's why almost all these mountain area, the people who are living there became converted to the Christianity from the net or traditional believer. So this is the overview, yeah? So this next one is countries, yeah, with the largest Buddhist population, yeah? So the first is China, yeah? China, Thailand, Japan, Myanmar, Sri Lanka, Vietnam, Cambodia, South Korea, India, and Malaysia. Yeah. So Indonesia as well. There are a lot of Chinese people who believes in Buddhism. So let me go to the next point. What is religion? So I should start from here. How do you know that? What do you know about the religion? What is a religion? Can you tell me anything? If you have such information you have read.
I would like to start. I don't know if this is true or not, because this is my point of view. I made these points of view because I looked through the current religions and thought about it. I think religion is a belief system surrounded around a doctrine of some sort from the head of the religion. For example, some say Buddhism is a religion. It is a system of doctrines in the mantras or other things I cannot say for myself because I'm not knowledgeable enough. Taught to us by our head of the religion, the Buddha.
Okay.
Some might say that. Yeah, that was my view.
Yeah. Anything you want to talk about? Is there anyone? Okay, so religion, the English word came from the Latin religio. Yeah, religio. Re is re. Yeah, re. Religio is a binding. That's what I have read. Yeah, binding with God. So the meaning, as a main meaning of the religion is binding with or to the God. Yeah, binding. Yeah. Sometimes if you don't understand my pronunciation, tell me. Yeah. I always find the difficulties about my English pronunciation. Binding to the God. Is a God or creator. Yeah. So this is called the religion. So in Christianity, in Hinduism, Christianity, Islam, so these three major religion, the purpose is to go to heaven and to be together with God. So these three religion. So in some way, these three religion, the philosophy, the idea of creation, and believing system, more or less the same. In Hinduism, they believe in Brahma, yeah? Brahma, the highest, the creator, yeah? Brahma. And the Christianity, God, Islam also Allah, God, but a different name, yeah? Different name in Christianity. The name of the God in Christianity is Jehovah, yeah? I think, I don't know how to spell, yeah? Jehovah or something like that, yeah? Okay, maybe I'm wrong, yeah? But pronunciation is same, I forgot. Jehovah, but Islam, the name of the God in Islam is Allah. Yeah, I don't know this one also. A-H, okay. I'm sorry, I cannot spell correctly. Allah, yeah, Allah. So even though these three major religion have a different name of the creator, but more or less the same, because in Hinduism, Brahma create everything. Yeah, Brahma create everything, including human beings and universe, this world, anything, good or bad. Yeah, everything was created by Brahma. And likewise, Christianity and Islam as well the same. But Hinduism and this Christianity and Islam is a little bit different believing system is inside. But this Christianity and Islam is even their Holy Bible or Quran, the creation system, believing system, so much close to each other. And even sometimes the name of the people in their books, the same. You know, for example, I don't know exactly, but different is correct. In the Christianity, Abraham. And it's in Islam, you can see that name Ibrahim or something like that. So everything is the same, yeah? The same in the creation. So here, why I'm talking about these three religions, because I want to make clarification about what Buddhists believe and what is Buddhism, yeah? So these three major religions, according to these three major religions, everyone, human being, plants, trees, universe, yeah, everything was created by God, yeah. But in Buddhism, we get this all connection. So human being, universe, anything was not created by God or any supernatural being. So Buddhism does not believe to creation, does not believe in creation. So the actual meaning, yeah, of the religion is binding to the God. According to that definition, we cannot say Buddhism is religion. We cannot say like that, because in Buddhism, we don't believe in God. So that's why we don't need to go to the God. So that's why, according to that definition, Buddhism is not a religion. So why Buddhism as listed in the religion as a religion? So that's why some scholar give another definition, new definition of the religion. Religion means a way of life. Way of life. So according to this definition of the religion, Buddhism can be said as religion. Okay, so is Buddhism a religion? There are a lot of people are talking about that. So according to the original definition of the religion, Buddhism is not a religion, cannot be said as a religion. But this recent, maybe the modern definition of the religion, Buddhism is religion. So, according to these three major religions, as a creator is very important. Yeah, God is very important. So, how Buddhism is? Buddhism rejects the God idea or creation. We only focus on individual. According to these other major religions, everything is happening according to the God's idea or God's will. But Buddhism believes everything good or bad in life happens because of our action. So human-centered. If you have a very good and happy life, this is not because of the God. This is just because of you. Because your action, you do the good things all the time. So because of your good action, your life is good. And if someone has an unhappy life, miserable life, and not peaceful life, then that one also because of his bad actions. So that's why Buddhism, now you can see the difference between these religions overview. If we approach to the religions, we have to approach with these three and think. The first one, you have to look at the philosophy. So in the philosophical point of view in Islam, Buddhism, Christianity, and Islam, yeah? So it's a Buddhist philosophy is based on that idea. It's a human center. In other religions, the God is above the everyone, everything. But in Buddhism, there is no one above you. You can create your life good direction or bad direction. You can choose that. If you want to go to the bad direction or lower direction, that is your choice. And if you want to go up and a higher direction or happy state of your life, that one also your decision. As long as you are living as a good person, you cannot get a bad result in life. So that's the philosophy. And we will go detail later. This is karmic theory in Buddhism. It's a very important philosophy, karmic theory. So this is cause and effect. So everything in this universe, in this world, in everyone's life, cause and effect, only we can find a cause and effect. Oh, I'm happy. There might be cause. That's why you are happy. This is a good result. Oh, I'm not happy. My life is miserable. I always have very bad things in life. That one also, it might has the cause because of your action, consciously or unconsciously. We have to counter on that. Yeah, karmic theory and philosophy, and maybe later we will talk about a little bit more about that, and teachings. So when we talk about the Buddhist teachings, so I remember one thing. Before the COVID, we have many times, almost every month, we have a interfaith dialogue. Yeah. So we, the friends from Hinduism or from all other religions, we met and we discussed about peace and peaceful coexistence. Yeah, peaceful living together. And so we have in such a interfaith dialogue or forum. So the announcer always tell me, please bring your holy books. Yeah, your holy books. I always find the difficulties because Hinduism also maybe the same. They have a lot of books. In Christianity, there is only one books, yeah? Old Testament and New Testament, they can bring very easily. And Islam also only Quran, only one book, yeah? They can bring together with it. But for me, in Buddhism, Buddhist teaching is 42 books. So it's very difficult. I cannot bring. So next time, please bring your holy books. In Buddhism, there is a 42 books. This original teachings of the Buddha. So there isn't. We cannot. It's very difficult. Very difficult. Maybe that's why the people cannot get the easy access to the Buddhism. And there are a lot of scholars, they write about the Buddhism. Actually, it depends. Mostly it depends on what they like. Yeah, this is like a brief introduction of Buddhism. But last week, Robin told me to cite a book. Yeah, to cite a book. And I always cite a book to read about the Buddhism. What the Buddha taught. What the Buddha taught. This one also not the original. Yeah, what the Buddha taught. The author is Wapula Rahula. It's a very famous, very famous books about the Buddhism, what the Buddha taught. Yeah, Dr. Wapula Rahula. So the teaching is a lot. But in this class, I will make a very brief and overview introduction of the Buddhist teaching. So the teachings, if we talk about the teachings, there is three, but later I will go detail, yeah? Here, just introduction. In Pali, sila, morality, and samadhi, concentration. Concentration and panya, wisdom. So whenever whichever books out of 42 books, whichever books you took and read, all the teachings indicate these three. So if we want to talk about, if you want to talk about what Buddhist teachings is, Buddhist teaching is based on these three. Sila, morality, so the first step. Yeah? And samadhi, concentration, and panya, wisdom. So these three are interconnected. So that's why the modern scholar define religion as a way of life. Way of life. So these three is very important in life. If you have a morality, you don't break any precept or moral ethics that are included. You know, sila, I think if I talk later, it's better because I write some PowerPoint. Not to kill or not to steal or not to go for sexual misconduct, not to tell lie or something like that. It's a morality, sila. And samadhi, concentration. And also how to, the next one is a practice. How to follow these, how to practice as a good person in life. Yeah. So practice. So these three are very important. You know, for example, this is not to kill, not to harm other living beings, not to steal, something like that. But without concentration, you cannot keep such a precept. You may break the ethics. Yeah. So wisdom also very important. So the practice will lead to these three. So the practice also based on these three to achieve highest wisdom. So that is brief introduction of Buddhism. In this case, there's no God or no creator or no supernatural beings. Just depend on us. So if we practice these three, you're a good person, you will be a good person, you will have a good result in life. Not only Buddhism, other philosophy is Buddhism taught us not only this life, but also after life as well. Then you will have to learn later. There is a 31 planes, 31 rings, yeah, planes or rings, yeah. It's difficult to pronounce for me. Rings, yeah. But sometimes a boat, I think so, a boat. Maybe I may write wrong spelling. Correct me if you find it. So we believe in the 31 boat. So if you live as a good person in this life, if you do the good things in this life, you may be reborn in one of the higher realms next life. So even all the animals are included in the living living beings. You know, in the Bible and the Quran, according to this religion, animals were created by God for people to eat and to play in the Bible, yeah? But Buddhism does not encourage that believing system. Animals are like human beings. They have sensation, they have feelings. They are afraid to die. They are afraid to be harmed from other people, by other people. So according to the Buddhist belief, all the human, including insects, they have a feeling. They are afraid to die. So not to play and not only to eat. So that's one also another idea of and concerning with the living beings. Yeah. So all living beings are on the same boat. On the same boat. Okay, so this is just introduction. So another one, if we talk about the Buddhism, it's the freedom is very important. The Buddha encouraged the people to rely on your ability, not to rely on other people much. Yeah. There is a very famous word, and Attahi Attanonato. Let me write in Pali if you are interested. Yeah. Attahi. This in Pali. Attanonato. In Pali, this means everyone should refuge in yourself. You should refuge in yourself. You should rely on your ability. Everyone has ability, but you may argue some people, they don't have some kind of, quality, yeah? Quality to think, some people. But this is general. So everyone must take refuge in themselves. So this is the freedom. And here, one thing is blind faith. It's not required. It's not encouraged by the Buddha. So you can see in many other religions, some people have blind faith. Oh, just pray it, just believe it, don't think like that. But in Buddhism, instead of blind faith, questioning and investigating is encouraged all the time, so that we can make our own informed decisions about the path we want to take for ourselves. So a moment ago, I talked about that. So good direction and bad direction, or good or higher or good direction, or lower or bad direction. This your decision. Happy or unhappiness also is your choice. Even though you have a lot of difficulties in life, but you can be happy. This is a Buddhist idea. You know, in the world, you can see a lot of examples. Some people have a lot of money. They should be happy. But in a poor country like in Myanmar, some people, they don't have money. Even for tomorrow, they don't have anything. but they can be still happy. So Buddhism does not focus on the material, not mainly focus on the material things, material achievement, but focus on the inner peace. So, I mean, this is the path. Which path? Yeah, we have to choose. And there is a famous sutta. Yeah, sutta is in English discourse. Yeah, teaching, D-I-S-C-O-U, discourse. Kalama Sutta. It's a very famous sutta. This is just very brief. Very brief. If you are interested, you can write down in Google about the Kalama Sutta. You can read very detailed. In the Kalama Sutta, the Buddha said that it is right to doubt and to ask questions. So the story is there is a one big village at the time of the Buddha that is called Kusalasami. Kusalasami, big village, let us say, the place. When the Buddha visit that place, the people said that, hey, Buddha, there are a lot of religious leaders visit us, and all the religious leaders said, believe our religion, believe our believing system. Do not believe others. Our religion is good, other religions are not good. All the religious leaders, they said the same. So this is the reply. So that's why they told to the Buddha, that's why we have a doubt. What kind of religion, what kind of believing system we have to take? Then the Buddha said, "Oh Kalama, it is right to doubt and questions." So the Buddha encouraged to have doubt and to ask question. Instead, he did not say, "Do not believe others, believe me." He never say like that. Just think first like that. And not only that words, do not believe in others, believe me. Instead, the Buddha taught us proper way to discover the truth. So the Buddha gave the instruction how to choose a religion or how to take the path to liberation. Do not rely on the following without further verification. So this are very important to understand what Buddhism is. So the first one is oral history or divine revelations. So here, this word is very important, without further verification. Some people believe, oh, this is a divine revelation. That's why they believe. They don't use their brain. They don't think themselves. It is possible or reasonable or not. They don't think. Some other people, they believe in something because, oh, there is oral history. My father, my grandfather also believed that. Yeah, so it's very connected, the other thing as well. So divine revelation only. Don't rely on it. And after all this, the Buddha will give another instruction how to choose. And the next one is a tradition. Tradition also rooted in people's hearts for a long time ago. So let us say in Myanmar, even though the people believe in Buddhism, but they are not hesitant to accept the tradition which are opposed to the Buddhism, opposite idea of the Buddhism. They are ready to believe because of they rely on the tradition. So that's why the Buddha said, do not rely on the tradition only without further verification. You know, for example, I think you know in Myanmar, there's a pagoda, yeah? Do you know pagoda in Myanmar? Stupa, pagoda, yeah? There's a Shwetagong pagoda is a very famous. Shwetagong. You can find the internet. Shwetagong pagoda. So I'm not talking, I will not talk about this Shwetagong pagoda. Yeah, here what I mean is there is a pagoda in the higher place and pagoda compound. Women are not allowed to go there. Yeah, women cannot go the very nearest place of the pagoda. So there is a restricted men only. Men only. In some monastery as well. And you may see some notice board, women are not allowed to enter. So this is tradition. The Buddha never said to have such a place. Yeah, to have such a place. Women can go everywhere in the pagoda as well. There's no restricted area for the woman. But in Myanmar, most of the people still believe in tradition. In the tradition, it came from the India. So India caste system. And the woman, I think you have already learned about that in the menstruation period. Yeah. So women are not allowed to enter the house. They have to sleep outside the house. It's Asian India. But in some area in India, they still have that tradition. So this is just a discrimination. But the Buddha never teach about that. But Burmese Buddhism or Burmese people still have such an idea to make a restriction for women. So that's why the Buddha said, do not rely on the following like a tradition without further verification. And reports or rumors, and this one is easy to understand. Some reports, it looks true, but without further verification, don't rely on it. And some are rumors. And scriptures or holy books. You know, in very, maybe, I don't know exactly, yeah, 14 or 13 around century, yeah, century, the Spain and European people go to the America and some Panama or something like that. And when the European people go there, and these the people, the original people in Panama or some very remote area of the world, and they believe these white people came from heaven. So very different, yeah. So that's why they think they pay respect to the the European people, you know. But I forgot to say that altogether 163. I remember that history only this number 160 European people rules that island. It's a millions of people are living there. Because here, rumors, rumors. In Myanmar also, some ethnic groups believe, in their stories, old story, Asian stories. One story is written like that. One day, the people who has white color will come to your place and will lead you, will rule you. And these white people will bring holy books. You have to believe that, like that. So this one also a rumor. That's why in Myanmar, that ethnic group believe in the Christian missionary and all are converted to the Christianity. So this is just an example. I'm not interested who convert to which religion. And after that, you understand what Buddhism as well. One thing I want to say here, we didn't talk about that, atheism. Some people instead of putting the religion into the religion list, Buddhism is like atheism. Atheism means the atheist does not believe in God, does not believe in creation. So Buddhism also like that. Buddhism does not believe in any God or supernatural beings. So some atheism are their idea are very much close to the Buddhist teaching. Some students, sometimes some people in Europe are in discuss about that. What you believe? They said that they are atheists. So then you believe that, you believe morality, you believe concentration and wisdom. No, they believe that. They believe that, and they don't believe in God. So that's why the idea of the religion is very much close to the Buddhism. But in some way, Buddhism is like atheism. But atheism they don't have concrete teachings, or there's no founder or something like that. That is a different. And Buddhism has a lot of books and a lot of teachings, and also the practice a lot. And next one is scripture and holy books as well. We should not rely on that without further verification. When I talk about this, a friend of mine who believes in Christianity, and he said he believes in holy books. He has a lot of experience with God. He told me like that. So this I can accept. If he really is further verification, he has an experience with the God or something like that, I can accept. We can accept. So here what the Buddha means, without any further verification. Some people, this is holy books, then they believe that with a blind faith. So only holy books, because there are a lot of holy books in the world. The Muslim people, their books, Quran, Quran, I don't know how is correct or not. The Muslim people, they said the Quran and Allah, is only one God. And Christianity said the Old and New Testament, Bible and God, Jehovah is only one God. So sometimes I wonder. Now I'm not criticizing, I'm not criticizing other religions. Just thinking, just thinking. I always make a joke with my friends in the interfaith, and one of the Muslim, he said there is only one God, he is Allah, and Christianity also said there is only one God, it's Jehovah only. So, and the Muslim says everything was created by Allah, and Christian said everyone just what was created by Jehovah God. So I made a joke with them. Hey, my friends, one of these may be right, or one of these may be wrong. cannot be true, yeah? Because the whole universe, the whole world, the whole living beings were created by Allah or God. If there is a one true, maybe there is a one wrong. So in Christian society as well, a lot of friends told me, hey, Venerable, I have experienced the God touched me. The God touched me. In Islam world as well, some people, no, I know the God. Sometimes I dream. So God is looking at me, or a lot of different stories they have. So it's very difficult to, accept without further verification. Even that verification, you see, there's a lot of different things. So, but the Buddha encouraged people your own ability to investigation, and do not rely on scriptures and holy books only. And next one is logical reasoning. That's 1 hour already, yeah? So we can continue next week, yeah? Logical reasoning and philosophical reasoning, outward appearance, one's own opinions and authorities or experts, and one's own teacher. So in the Buddhist teachings, the Buddha always think, Buddha, I believe you. No, wait. Before you said that word, think yourself. So think yourself like that. Some people at the time of the Buddha, they left the Buddha, and that person, he looked at the Buddha, he likes the Buddha very much. Go away. Practice the Dhamma. Practice the Dhamma. When you see the teachings, you will see me. So like that. So the Buddha always center the practice, not him, not the Buddha. So next week we'll continue from here, and the Buddha advised the criteria for acceptance or rejection. Yeah. So in which case we have to accept, in which case we have to reject. This is the Buddha's advice. Okay, so anything you want to discuss or ask question?
Can we have the slides for another time?
Yeah, after finish.
Okay.
After finish, because this slide is new, not finished yet. Yeah?
Thank you.
Yeah.
I know it's the introduction. I will be interested in how Buddhism is practiced in Burma, if there are any special, I don't know, practices, like maybe something from the local religion which influence the practice there.
Yeah.
If there's such.
Yeah, this if I'm focused too much on that, we will not have a time to understand the Buddhism. I think in the final,
Maybe later.
yeah, after introduction to the Buddhism, what Buddhists
Yeah.
believe, after that, and go to the Burmese people and Burmese tradition.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I just
So
keep
that will be a final.
yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So see you next week.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Have a good day. Bye bye.
All right.
Bye.
Yeah. Sabsian, what are you doing? You off the video.
Yeah, my connection is not that stable, so
Okay. That's a good reason. Good reason. Okay. See you next week. Have a nice day.
next week.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Okay.